Hello student, let's start a new chapter, chapter 8, and the name of the chapter is Rocks and the Minerals. In a previous chapter, Soil Erosion and its Conservation, we discussed some little information about the rocks. In our earth, lots of the space is covered with the rocks, and you all of you know the importance of the rock. Rock is used to form the soil, and it is very useful for the formation of soil, and the soil is also formed by the minerals. That's why the rock is also formed by the minerals. The main composition of the rock is minerals, and the color and shape and texture of the rock is depend on a mineral, which type of mineral is present in the formation of the rock. The grains that make rocks are composed of naturally, and some substances are used to making rock, and these substances is known as minerals, and each and every mineral provide different color and different texture. You have learned earlier something about the how the soil rock change into the soil. In a previous lectures, in a previous chapter, you learned about the rock and the soil, and you already know about the rocks from soil, and rocks are very hard. But in this chapter, we will learn about what and how the rocks are formed, and different type of rocks, and the next topic is covering this topic is minerals, metallic and non-metallic, and the last topic of this chapter is coal and the petroleum. Now moving on up, next topic is types of rocks. There are different type of rocks are available on a surface of earth and below the surface of the earth. Rocks on earth are formed by the different methods, and they are three types, and they are divided into three parts. First is igneous rock. Second one is sedimentary rock, and third one is metamorphic rock. All these rocks are very different to each other, and how the igneous rock are formed. You notice that when a candle is burning, after some time the melted wax is trickled down, and after some time it cools and change into a solid form. In a same way, igneous rocks are formed when deep under the surface of the earth, the rock heated and melted to change in a liquid form, that is magma. rock heated. This is known as magma. When a rock is heated with the help of some heat or some other process, it changes into a liquid form, and this liquid form is known as magma. After some time, this magma cool down and change into igneous rock. All the process are completed under the surface of the earth. First of all, rock is heated, change into magma. After some time, it cools down and change into the igneous rock. This process of cooling is very slow, and when the speed of cooling is slow, the igneous rock is formed, and in another way, when volcanoes are formed, the magma push up the surface of the earth and it reaches on above surface of earth. This is known as lava. When a magma push up the surface of earth and it reaches on just above the surface of earth, it change into lava. So what is the difference between magma and the lava? So the most important difference and most common difference between the magma and lava is magma is present under the earth's surface and lava is present above the surface of earth by the volcano or other eruptions. Now, igneous rock is divided into many parts. First is basalt. Second one is granite. Third one is pumice, and the fourth one is obsidian. Igneous rocks are of different type. First is basalt, and second one is granite. Third one is pumice, and fourth one is obsidian. All the igneous rock have different type of minerals. Now today let's start with a basalt. When a lava is cooling down on a surface of the earth, it change into a basalt, and this is very hard and very dark in color rock. So basalt is formed when the lava is cooled down. Next is granite. Granite is formed when the magma is cooled down. So the most important thing is when the magma is cooled down just above the surface of the earth, then the granite rock is formed. Granite is a type of igneous rock, and it is pink, grey, black and shiny color rock, and these colors are depend on a presence of minerals. In this, the pink color is responsible for the feldspar. This type of some hole-like structure. That's why the pumic stone is very light-weighted and have a very hollow structure inside it. And this type of stone is used to scrubbing and remove out the damaged skin. Last is obsidian. Obsidian is also prepared by the lava. When the lava is cooled down just above the surface of the earth, the obsidian rock is formed because it looks very glassy and it is very known as like a natural glass. It is also known as natural glass because it looks very shiny and transparent. It is produced when lava containing a high amount of silica and it cools rapidly and change into a very sharp and shiny rock. This type of rock is used for the surgical appliances and for the sharp objects, and this rock is also very dark color like brownish black color or a green color. Without that, it is look like a crystal. Igneous basalt is dark color shape. Granite have very small grain-like structure inside it, and pumic is have holes due to the presence of gases, and obsidian is transparent and glassy structure due to the mineral silica. So students, here the igneous rock and how the igneous rocks are formed and the type of igneous rock is present. Igneous rock are of four types: basalt, granite, pumic and obsidian. Now student, moving on next is sedimentary rock and how the sedimentary rocks are formed. We will discuss it in a next lecture. So the students, igneous rock is completed here, and if you have any query related to the igneous rock and how the rocks are formed, ask me on WhatsApp group whenever the classes are going on, and read this chapter till here, and thank you. Bye.